Hey there, welcome to Treehouse Update. Oscars so white? Well, here's what we know. This month, a wonderful thing called the Academy Awards is happening. For me, this is right up there with Christmas, football season, and Taylor Swift's birthday as one of the best times of year. Although, this excitement is often paired with some frustration with the nominations list. Just look over the past few years, you have the Lego Movie not even getting a nod for Best Animated Feature, and then you have Inside Out being completely left off the Best Picture ballot. Or the frustration might run a little bit deeper. Take Ava DuVernay's exclusion from the Oscar race last year. I'm not going to get into it too much, but let's just say her work on Selma was a feat of Herculean? Okay, I'm not good at pronouncing that word, but whatever. The point is, when she came on board, she took what was a middle-of-the-road period piece and turned it into one of the best movies of the year. Well, I mean, not the best movie of the year. The best movie of that year was Whiplash. Anyway, one of the best movies of the year, also one of the best movies ever made about the civil rights movement. Okay, I should say that I'm not going exactly where you think I'm going with this. I do not think that the Academy is made up of a bunch of terrible people trying to destroy everything good in the world. If the Academy was a sort of hive mind who all openly and collectively decided to exclude all minorities from their fun little party, that would be outright racism. That would be evil. The actual process is much more complicated. It involves over 6,000 ballots. They're all counted by hand through the long, meticulous process involving a mathematical formula. Each voter fills out their nomination lists. They hand it into the ballot counters. They look at only the first one, and then they... You guys probably don't really want to know all of that. It involves a lot of numbers, which I love, but obviously I'm not going to go into too much detail here. If you want to know exactly what the process is, take a look at the article in the description below. But the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is not a hive mind. It's just a group of mostly white, mostly male people who the only way that they got into that club was by being invited by a bunch of other mostly white, mostly male people, and so forth and so on until you get all the way back to the all-white, mostly male founders of the club. And therein lies the problem. I really do believe that the Academy is not being intentionally exclusive, but it's human nature to stick with what you know, and since the Academy's origins date to a highly segregated era, then if you want to get into the club, then it really helps to be white, straight, and male. Like me. Another fun fact to add to this, members are members for life. So we have a recipe for a group made up of pretty much one demographic. And once inducted, in theory, he could stop making movies, never again set foot on a film set or in a writing room, and still have a powerful say in the definitive movie conversation of our day. All this was true as of Wednesday, January 20th, 2016. But the next day, everything changed. On Thursday, January 21st, the Board of Governors of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences voted unanimously to adopt a term-style voting membership and an initiative to identify and recruit qualified new members who represent greater diversity, requiring all members to remain active in the film industry as long as they want to keep voting. Members will be inducted for a 10-year term, and after that they will be re-evaluated for renewed membership. Only after they have served 3 10-year terms or been nominated for an Academy Award will they be given lifetime voting rights. They will also be opening up 3 new seats on the board. This is part of a broader effort to increase diversity among the Academy. For more details about this decision, please look in the article listed in the description below. Although voting for the 2016 Oscars will not be affected, I'm interested to see if this will be the end of Oscars So White. What do you think about all this? This has been Treehouse Update, and that is what we know.